At long last, Nepal break that partnership, excellent partnership between Sharma and Brew. Mark Davies is the new batsman. He's the wicket-keeper for Hong Kong. Well, it's Sharaf that got the breakthrough.
Brew really played very well for the Hong Kong team. This occasion, he came down to the wicket too early, and then he had to pay the price. He was looking to play that delivery towards mid-on, and this has been swept down to square leg for a single. Wicket-keeper batsman Mark Davies is off the mark. Brew really played well for the Hong Kong team. He was using his feet, and then when he saw the fielder who were up at the circle, just playing with a soft hand and keep on ticking away for the singles, he played really well, did his job.
He'd also be looking to push on to get as many runs as he can. He's got wickets intact. These closing overs, 13 overs to go. It was a good breakthrough by Nepal. Sharaf, just gentle leg spin, did get the ball to turn and spin past the outside edge. And nearly another. There's every chance that Nepal can come back into this game. Usual thing in one-day cricket, one wicket brings two.
And almost got the second one. Sharma deciding to come down to the track and trying to hit the bowler out of the ground.
Good bowling from Sharaf. He's got the breakthrough. 38 overs have gone, 136 for 3.
The UEFA Champions League reaches the second stage, and ESPN continues its coverage of Europe's most prestigious tournament. After a shaky start in the first round, Manchester United look to get on track against Panathinaikos. And AC Milan are looking for revenge after last year's upset by Turkish champions Galatasaray. The UEFA Champions League, Wednesday, live on ESPN.
.136 for 3, Hong Kong. 38 overs have gone, 12 to go. The first semi-final. Powerfully played into the offside by Mark Davies. He's played cricket in Perth, Western Australia.
And this is the reason why he's committing himself on the back foot. It looks very elegant when he's pushing the ball on the back foot.
Just need a good spell here. Nepal having got the breakthrough. Those are Davies' scores in the competition. No start against Malaysia or Singapore. This early part of his innings, he'll be looking to give the strike back to Sharma. Sharma's the man in form. He's on 54.
He has to be very careful with this stroke playing now, because there is a new batsman on the crease.
Still not tight enough for me on the offside. When you've got a batsman like Sharma, who's much older, 40, maybe 40 plus, you've got to be really tight on that offside. Look for two here. It's the bottom edge. Looney, the fielder.
Yeah, the reason why Sharma has been able to pick up singles, even he's 40 years old, he's been nudging the ball away to the offside, and he knows the fielders, they're actually at the edge of the circle, and it gives him ample time to cross over for singles.
Quickly delivers, shorter. Deep mid-wicket in position. The look for two. Sharma's not interested. Just a single scored. 5 off the over. 141 for 3.
Get into the X. The 2000 Asian X Games qualifier, presented by Toyota, will be held in Phuket Island, Thailand. See it. Hear it. Feel it. Experience the Asian X Games qualifier, presented by Toyota, live in Phuket from the 7th to the 10th of December 2000.
Encouragement from the crowd, but Davies stayed in his ground.
Hong Kong batsmen, they're looking to accelerate the run rate, and they're trying to play some cross-bat strokes here. They know that they have only 10.5 overs left in this innings, and they got to get to the target of 230, which would be a good defending target on this wicket, because the ball is not turning. And
out into the deep at square leg. Mark Davies does favour the sweep. Almost played exclusively on the leg side.
Well, the idea was right, sweeping the baller out of square leg boundary, but didn't execute it to his liking.
Push for one. Busy play from Davies. He's come in. He's looked to get on with it. Trying hard to rotate the strike with Sharma. Sharma's the batsman in the ascendancy. Very quickly on to 8 from 10 deliveries. There's a big shot again, high into the air. Long off's under it. He's dropped it. He's gone down, my word. Easy catch on the boundary. Mahboob at long off. What a let-off for Sharma.
Well, talking to the coach earlier in the morning, and said he would like to field first because he was not confident with his fielding. And Mahboob actually dropping a sitter can prove very, very costly for the Nepalese team here.
He's down the pitch again. Well, yes, that was the wicket that they wanted, having dismissed Stuart Brew, bring a new batsman to the crease. Sharma is the batsman with a total to his name. What a let-off.
Could have brought the Nepalese team back into this game.
He's gone again, over long on this time. No fielder under this unless he's 6 rows back in the crowd. Ball's deposited way, way back at long on. Sharma in the ascendancy, 150 up after 40 overs, 152 for 3.
It's been rough for the Kiwis. Taking on South Africa at home has been a challenge all through. With an injured bunch of players away and victory being snatched away from a close range, their confidence is shattered. It's time for the Kiwi bowlers to toughen up and scheme a strong attack on the smashing South Africans, especially one man. So how hard will they fight? Don't miss the New Zealand tour of South Africa first test day 5. Continues today on Star Sports.
152 for 3. Big shot there from Sharma.
It was a great hit from Sharma. Stepped down to the wicket and then getting the bottom hand into the play and clearing mid-on for the maximum. Good batting.
Deep again, deep in the offside. Hesitancy with the batsman, but the fielders are right on the edge of the circle.
This is an experience. You've got to feel for these Nepalese because they haven't been playing in international cricket or any sort of international level, and the captain opting the fielder to go.
He's gone again over extra cover this time. He's really tucking in, Sharma. Very commanding at the crease. Big man, big shot.
What a great shot that was. Footwork, moving inside the line of that delivery and then hitting it over extra cover. What a great shot that was. Couldn't get down to the pitch of it and then using the bounce and hitting it beautifully out of extra cover for 6.
Doesn't stay in the crease, that's for sure. Costly miss at long off. Should have gone. Should have had a new batsman at the crease. And he's moved on to 69.
He's played 2 balls after that drop catch and he's already scored 12 runs. And this is already proving very, very costly for the Nepalese.
There he goes again. Picks his spot, measures the shot. He's enjoying himself now. Rahul Sharma. Everyone's a winner. Boundaries.
Sharma played at the first-class level in India, and the wickets over there are turning. And as a batsman, you got to learn and use your feet. And Sharma has been doing that, getting down to the pitch of it, and then hitting it over extra cover once again.
Agarwal trying to bowl it slightly quicker. Anything flighted, any delivery that goes up above the eye line, he's down like a flash. He's a big man. You look to keep the strike here. It'll just be a single. Excellent play from Hong Kong and from Sharma. 12 off the over, 164 for 3.
Yes, welcome to the really big sporting occasion.
In the world of sports, every second counts. Keep in pace with the latest in international sports. Don't miss the Indian perspective.
And it's a good start.
Crisp, incisive updates and more from our experts. This is your half-hour daily dose. Sportsline, tonight, live, only on Star Sports. Get into the X. The 2000 Asian X Games qualifier, presented by Toyota, will be held in Phuket Island, Thailand. See it. Hear it. Feel it. Experience the Asian X Games qualifier, presented by Toyota, live in Phuket from the 7th to the 10th of December 2000.
Batsman.
Bowlers.
Batsman.
Bowlers, my friend.
Batsman.
Well, let's see it in the middle.
There's only one way to settle this argument. Welcome to Stump.
Oh yeah, Stumped is back. And this time, we put batsmen against bowlers in this battle of brain power. Make sure you tune in to see who gets one up on who. It'll blow your mind. Stumped, Friday on Star Sports.
मोहब्बत का तकाजा, दर्द की तासीर, इंसानियत की शय पर ज़माने की हकीकत की तस्वीर, मोहब्बत, बगावत, तलाश जिंदगी की, गुरुदत्त की अमर कायनात, गुरुदत्त स्पेशल, नवंबर में स्टार गोल्ड पर।
स्टार गोल्ड पाने के लिए अपने केबल ऑपरेटर से संपर्क करें।
Hong Kong 164 for 3. 9 overs remaining. Early successes for Nepal. Both openers going cheaply. A run out and left arm seamer Mahboob bowling Manoj for 4. But after that, Stuart Brew, captain of Hong Kong, played very, very well for his 63. Well stumped, sharp stumping off Sharaf. But Sharma is in there still, 74 not out. He was dropped. Bad miss at long off by Mahboob. And since then, has hit 2 sixes, 2 towering sixes. And he's found an able partner in Mark Davis. 6 bowlers have been used by Nepal. Khadkar tidy at the beginning, none for 15. And wickets for Mahboob and Sharaf.
It's been a very convincing performance by Sharma and Brew. they were in trouble, and both came down together and then started doing the recovery work, and in the process they managed to maintain a run rate, and actually they got Hong Kong in a situation where they can actually go after the bowling and add another 60-70 run, and which will give the Hong Kong bowler a lot of confidence and go in there and defend the target.
Come on.
Sharaf will continue for Nepal. Yes, I think in these last 9 overs they will be looking for 70 runs. They've got 7 wickets still in the pavilion. 1 batsman, Sharma, on 74. The coach, Adam Hollyoak, said 200, anything above that would be a bonus. They're going to go way beyond that.
And that's the key thing, 7 wickets in the pavilion. They can actually come out and start throwing their arms around and can pick up a few quick runs.
Hey, bowling, yo bowler. Excellent bowling, bowler.
The same bowler, but a slightly different action. It's been leg spin up to now, but now Sharaf is bowled an off spinner there. And again, trying to get the ball through quicker.
It was hit for a 6 in the last over, and although Mahbub dropped earlier on, but now he sees the danger.
Leg spinner this time, given air in grand style down the ground, way over the boundary. It's only just come down. 6 more.
This is the reason why bowler tried to bowl 2 quicker deliveries to Sharma, because he know about his potential, that if he flights the ball to him, he can come down to the wicket and can clear the boundary line.
Flatter off break again. Sharma takes a single.
He's been playing beautifully for the Hong Kong team. He has already hit 3 sixes and 4 boundaries, and he's been taking quite a few singles as well.
Davis again on the sweep. His favourite shot. He's quite happy to bowl high flighted leg spin to Mark Davis, with the field well set deep on the leg side. Well, a mix of off spinners and leg spinners. Davis will keep the strike with that single. 8 off the over, 172 for 3.
It's winner-take-all in the ultimate of European football as Group Phase 2 of the UEFA Champions League kicks off on ESPN. Leeds United face a tough test when they take on reigning European champions Real Madrid. And Anderlecht look to continue their giant-killing feats when they clash with Italian giants Lazio. The UEFA Champions League, Thursday, live on ESPN.
Leading run scorers in the tournament. Andrew Scott, Singapore, 223, but look at Sharma. He's on his way. Scored 95 against Singapore. He's still in there. Khadka comes back into the attack, opening bowler. One thing that Nepal will be trying to do is to keep Sharma off strike, although Davies has done a pretty good job in pinching singles, and he can get a single now anywhere around the ground. The fielders are all on the edge of the circle or on the edge of the boundary.
It's very important for Hong Kong team that Sharma stays in.
Cracking shot square of the wicket on the offside. Looking to save the single, but also looking to save the 4. Brilliant shot.
Take that. What a stroke that was. A bit of width. It wasn't there on the half volley, but Davis waited for the ball and using the pace on the ball and hitting it beautifully through that vacant area. Backward point, and got himself a very important boundary.
Changing the field, fine leg comes inside the circle. Cover point drops back onto the boundary. Just be a single back with a square. Davis will push, but Sharma won't. Looks to be dealing in boundaries. Problems for the umpire, having a stiff word with Mark Davis for running down the pitch. I always think that umpires make more of a mess when they come walking down the pitch.
But they haven't got the spikes on.
Also depends how heavy the umpire is. There are some big umpires these days. Another single, maybe a leg by.
It's very important that Sharma should stay into the last over, because he looks like to be on ease. He's been stroking the ball pretty nicely, and he was dropped on 55, and he's progressed to 81 in no time.
He's enjoyed his batting. I likened him to Mushtaq Mohammed with that smile on his face when he's at the crease. 6 and over, gets 2-2-3. Slow delivery. Good bowling.
Good change of pace from here on. If the Hong Kong players, they go on at the rate of 6 and over, they're going to get to 222. 8 and over will take them to 237. And if they go by 10 and over, they'll be 251.
Well, 9.5 overs. The last 9.5. 65 runs have been scored. It's not beyond 10 and over, it's certainly not. If Sharma stays in. Good bowling again, slower ball, a little bit wider. But Sharma keeps the strike, 8 off the over. Hong Kong 180 for 3.
Great players. Great teams. Great season of football. The Italian Serie A, only on ESPN.
Change of bowling. Left arm spinner Lunia back into the attack. We'll have a change too. It'll be Ramiz Raja with Jonathan Agnew.
And there's the old fellow. He really has played tremendously well. He's got 7 overs to go. And Hong Kong will be hoping he doesn't get out. He's so well set. That's been his favourite shot today, apart from the ones that he's hit out of the ground. He's driven the ball beautifully through the offside. Oh, classical stuff.
Yes, Rahul Sharma has been extremely impressive. Not only has he played well for his team, but also I think it has been pretty stylish, very effective. I think Nepal has lost a script a little here. The spinner is operating to a player who really plays them well.
And Davis is coming here. I've been happy to go for his shots. So Hong Kong here, well, they could get on to score maybe 215, 220. So they'll be looking for. It's a lovely stroke. He's done all us 40-year-olds a lot of good today, Ramiz.
That's right. I think he's been pretty impressive. Coming down the track, delaying his shots at time. Wristy work. The ball is not spinning, so he's finding it very easy to place his shots in the gap.
Have you reached the magic 40 yet, Ramiz, or do you keep it quiet?
I think life begins at 40. I mean, let's just have a look at Rahul Sharma. He's enjoying it.
You didn't answer my question, Ramiz. I'll happily admit it, I'm 40 and I wish I could bat like this.
Well, I think you'll be more than happy just coming up and bowling a few deliveries.
Well, a bit of confusion there. Davis has slipped. But he's got back in. So just 4 off that over.
Low. ESPN World Snooker presents the 2000 Scottish Masters, only on ESPN.
.184 for 3, 6 overs remain. He's keeping one eye on the clock here. Single taken in the end. But if these overs are bowled before 12 o'clock, and there's only 5 to go after this, there'll be a 10-minute break, and then play will restart with Nepal batting, and play will continue to half-past. So they really have rattled through their overs very quickly here. And Hong Kong going well, 185 for 3, built on 2 partnerships. This one is now
with his captain.
Attempting for the slower ball there, I think. Didn't quite get it right. But, it's good thinking. That's what you're going to try and do at this stage, particularly when you're facing someone who's so well set. He's on 84 now, Sharma. A variation of pace is a good thing. And off he goes again for another run. It'll be a leg by, in fact.
Raju was impressive with his opening burst. He got the ball to move away, but here it's a different ball game now at this stage with Hong Kong really on top. A little bit of variation required. Slow deliveries, just try to bowl those dot balls, get the pressure back to the batsman. Not an easy job.
Just got away with that. The idea was right, trying to hit it down the ground. But the pitch is slow. And that'll, I think, explain why Davis didn't get hold of this at all.
Coming down the track, not middling in entirely, was looking initially to play through mid-wicket. Leading edge away from the fielder. Yes, on a slow pitch, I think Rahul Sharma has really batted quite beautifully. Getting to the pitch, using his feet, that was required, and he's done it.
Whew, that's gone. It's certainly gone a long way up. In fact, just 2 runs for all that effort in the end.
Saw the slow delivery pretty early. He's well set. Now on 86. Shown tremendous stamina. He's run well, relatively well. And has picked up the slow deliveries quite nicely. He's been pretty effective. The placement in mind.
Oh, that's a better shot. Out towards deep mid-wicket. There's a man there, but he can't get near it. And vital blows he's now being struck by Sharma. 194 for 3, 5 overs remain.
New balls, please.
Excellent stand this is. 59 from only 46 balls. Davis has played his part too. He's going long to run a ball. That's Sharma now on 90 not out. This is Lunier's final over. He's done a bad job really. He's conceded about 4.5 and over. That's a no ball. They're showing a bit of pressure and a missed. Well, it's gone for 4. You couldn't call it a drop catch because it was a no ball, but the fielder there really, I think the priority should have been simply stopping the ball going over the boundary rather than going for the catch. He couldn't have been dismissed anyway.
That's right. I think there's no need really for that valiant effort by the fielder. He was must have been looking really to stop it. Budi Rang Tamang was the fielder at long off.
200 up. He's gone for another one. That's nice to play. Davis will want the second if he can. In fact, just the one.
Nepal would be just a touch disappointed. He started off really well. Got 2 wickets, 2 early wickets. And they let things just roll away from them.
Shot. Well, they're going for the second. The throw's on the way. Is Davis under pressure? Well, he's made it, I think. Umpire not even bothering there to call for the third umpire. Sharma goes to 97. Davis doing the right thing here. He's simply going for that second run to keep Sharma on strike. He's in such good form. And if it meant himself being run out, well, so be it. But what a tournament Sharma's had. 95 against Singapore. That was the highest score of the tournament. Now been overtaken. 97 not out. .98 not out.
Extremely important effort from Rahul Sharma. He's feeling the heat now. Getting a little tired. Has been a rapid fire knock of just 120 deliveries.
That's the end of the over. 205 for 3. 4 overs remain. And you never know who you're going to bump into on this ground. I think David Lloyd is down on the boundary edge with someone certainly we English know very well. Adam Holyoke, who's now coach of Hong Kong, David.
Well, it's surprised to see, I've got to say that, but your team's going well.
Yeah, we're you know, we're getting a nice position now. We didn't get off to such a great start, but very happy with the position we're in at the moment.
How did you get involved?
Well, I was out in Hong Kong last year for a month, just holidaying, and I learnt a lot of cricket there. Went on from the ages of 10 till 12, so I caught up with a few people when I was back there, and they mentioned there was a tournament going on, and asked if I'd be interested in doing it.
But you're going to move forward in this tournament to the final if you win this game. How important is that for Hong Kong cricket?
It's absolutely crucial, actually. You know, the semi-final is obviously always an important game in every competition, but I think in this one it's doubly important in that both sides get to play in the Asia Cup, which is, you know, probably huge for Hong Kong. They get to play against sides like Pakistan, India, Sri Lanka, you know, the big playing nations, to really find out how good they are. Hopefully it'll get some more exposure if they can get there. And
what about the star players? I mean, the captain caught the eye, Stuart Brew, yeah. And Sharma. How old is he? He's playing really well.
He told me he was 38, but I think all the boys are questioning that. I think he's roughly around about there. But you know, they're 2 of our better batsmen, and our bowling unit. They work well as a unit, and we field quite well. So it's based around those 2 batsmen mainly. But we've got a couple of good young guys as well. A guy called Alex French, who's a good all-rounder, off-spin bowler, and good batsman. So he's coming next. Hopefully he can do some good as well.
Well, that's if he gets in, and Sharma's on 99 now. Scored 95 against Singapore, so he's enjoyed batting on this surface. What are you looking for as a team, as a total?
It's a bit, we've gone at it both ways. The first game we came out, we tried to smash it around in the first 15, and we ended up only getting up to 210 in our last game here. But here I think we're looking like we might push up towards 240, somewhere around there. Anything more than that's a great score. We'll be really pleased with. You know, at the moment we're happy with what we've got, but if we just push on and get a few more, we'd be delighted.
Remember when we were here and won the Champions Trophy just a few years ago against India, Pakistan, West Indies? The pitch just tended to die a little bit in the second innings, so you'd be a bit mindful of that.
Yeah, well, we were definitely. You know, remembering back to those good old days. So when we got asked to bat this morning, we were a little bit surprised. You know, we would have batted, and although it was cloudy, which is unusual in Dubai, we were quite happy with that because we feel we can take the pace off the ball in the second innings, and as we did back then, and try and you know, squeeze them a little bit.
You've seen me over the years lose a bit of hair. Lost a bit more recently being a coach. What about yourself? Do you fancy coaching when you finish playing? Is it something that you think about?
Well, you know, obviously, yeah. I mean, I think I've got to wait to catch up with you yet. But I was thinking, actually, the other day, I was thinking, now I know why Bumble used to get all wound up when we were playing, and all the coaches I've ever been involved with, they all seem to get upset and nervous. I was a nervous wreck the first few days, so I'm not sure if my nerves can take it. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Well, he's on 99 now. He's played wonderfully well. He's on target to score 3. He reminds me of Mushtaq Mohammed as he just smiles every time that he plays a shot. He's got to his 100. We're going to go back up to the commentary box.
There you go. Well played. Second century of the tournament, his first. And he's put Hong Kong here in a very strong position indeed. Well played, Rahul Sharma. He's faced 123 balls. 6 4s and 3 6s, and that strike rate has gone shooting up now to 81. That's going to land just short of the incoming long off fieldsman, so 3 overs remain, and I wonder what Hong Kong will finish on there. 211 for 3.
ESPN continues its coverage of the NBA with more slam dunk action. With new signings McGrady and Grant Hill, the Magic are looking good. But are they good enough to hold off the challenge of the New York Knicks? The NBA, Wednesday, live on ESPN.
So 3 overs remain. And if they are completed before 12 o'clock, then Nepal will be batting before lunch. It might be in their interests to slow things down, in fact, because an awkward little 20 minutes or so, I wouldn't have thought they'd really want that, Remiz, would they?
That's right. I think they'll be just a little tired. They've been out in the field in the sun, worked very hard in the outfield. The fielding totally supported their bowlers, except for a drop chance at long off. And Rahul Sharma skied 1 in the air. That has been the costly miss. But what an innings by Rahul Sharma, an important one in the semi-final. All good players do rise to the occasion. Here is Rahul doing his bit.
Bernard Das is coming back into the attack. It'll slow things down a little bit. As well as Davis. But it is an interesting point about the time. I think it must be in Nepal's interest to try and see it through to beyond 12 o'clock, and they can go away, sit down, cool down, bats and have a shower, think about what they've got to chase. But batsmen don't like having to go out there for little awkward 20-minute sessions, do they?
No, they don't.
Well, we've seen that shot played many times today by Sharma.
It's been extremely sweet timing from Rahul Sharma, the experienced hand in the Hong Kong team. Hasn't really tried to hit the ball too hard. Even those 6s that he's hit has been caressed. This time launching on his back foot and driving quite nicely. Once again, that gap through the offside, creating width for himself.
Now, is this a chance, or is it too long? It's too long. Another 6 to Sharma. That's his 4th.
uninhibited, instinctive hitting by Rahul Sharma. Very easy into that lofted drive. Once again, not hitting the ball too hard. Beautiful timing, very good follow-through.
It'll be one more. That's the point, Rami. He's a follow-through, and with his drives through the offside to the ball, being beautifully flowing strokes.
Showing the face of the bat, not entirely, but very convincing when he's been asked to drive.
That's well played in the end. That was a slower ball from Das.
Hong Kong have looked pretty busy out there. They've tried to get the partnerships going. They've picked the singles, the twos. They've run well generally between the wickets. That is how a one-day game is to be played. Every opportunity to be taken. And then a set batsman to continue till the end, which Rahul Sharma has done.
That's the last ball of the 48th over. Oh, he smeared that away as well.
Come on! You're in.
And two more off the last ball. 2 overs remain. 224 for 3.
It's been rough for the Kiwis. Taking on South Africa at home has been a challenge all through. With an injured bunch of players away and victory being snatched away from a close range, their confidence is shattered. It's time for the Kiwi bowlers to toughen up and scheme a strong attack on the smashing South Africans, especially one man. So how hard will they fight? Don't miss the New Zealand tour of South Africa First Test Day 5. Continues today on Star Sports.
So 2 overs to go. Hong Kong's Manhattan. Really quite impressive between overs 40 and 50. 2 to go. 72 have come from the last 8 overs. And still keeping an eye on this clock. 2 overs to go. I can't think it's in Nepal's interest to bowl these last 2 overs within the next 8 minutes or so, but of course we're cynical old commentators used to watching I don't know, cynical players, or at least professionals if you like, and I can't believe that any first-rate international side, an England, a Pakistan, an Australia, or whoever it might be, would be opening themselves up to the possibility of having to bat for 20 minutes here before a break. I think that the last 10 overs have been bowled more slowly than this, and that's the joy of watching a tournament like this, and that that sort of cynical approach doesn't come into it at all. They seem to come out here and play the cricket.
Yes, it's very pure. Form is absolutely straight and good and positive.
Oh, my word, that sounded good. That was 6 in a moment. The old fella opened his shoulders. Sounded like a shotgun going off.
What a hit. That went to the bigger part of the boundary. Very difficult to execute a 6 in that direction. Cross-batted slog, but well controlled and beautifully picked up by Rahul. Staying into the shot, still head, and enjoying it.
Well, Davis is down the track. So Sharma's weight was wrong. Oh dear, that's needless from Nepal. It was all under control there. They prevented the run being taken. That was rather sloppy.
Yes, you could hear the keeper say easy, easy, but it was just a little late. The bowler didn't get behind the stumps. You need to do that at the death end of the innings. A lot of runs being taken, stolen.
Again, it's well bowled, a slow ball, but Davis has got it away. And that is a pretty decent hit. It's not a big boundary out towards extra cover today. It brings up the 100 partnership, and these milestones are virtually all falling in the best possible manner with boundaries or sixes, and this is an excellent shot. The slower ball hasn't affected his timing at all.
Yes, it was beautifully picked up, flat batted by Davis, making room for himself so that the bat could get down straight and nice to the ball. good hitting.
So there we go, Brew and Sharma 124, Davies and Sharma now 103. One more to deep backward square. And now one ball remains in the 49th over.
I'm just a little surprised that no message has been sent to the Nepal team, to their captain, about the time. They need to just be a little late at this stage so that they're not asked to come and bat straight away. This is a very good hit. Partly stopped, not entirely, and it goes over the ropes. It's 19 runs coming of that over. Hong Kong very well placed at 243 for 3.
The UEFA Champions League reaches the second stage, and ESPN continues its coverage of Europe's most prestigious tournament. After a shaky start in the first round, Manchester United look to get on track against Panathinaikos. And AC Milan are looking for revenge after last year's upset by Turkish champions Galatasaray. The UEFA Champions League, Wednesday, live on ESPN.
Last 10 overs been very profitable. 102 runs scored. Very good hitting by the Hong Kong batsman, special by Rahul Sharma, who has played a wonderful innings. Good straight hit. Very difficult to stop that. Once again, the slow delivery being picked up by the batsman quite easily.
It's a big score. 19 off the last over. Look at the Manhattan there. Only 3 wickets down. It's Sharma that has called the tune. 122 from 130. Wonderful innings. Highest score of the tournament.
Once again, a lovely hit. Had the gap in mind and went through with the shot quite beautifully. Rahul Sharma is in a brilliant touch here. Great innovative stuff.
He just won't want this to come to an end. Be probably the best innings that he's ever played. Moves on to 126. Adam Hollyoak said that the boys call him the General, and he doesn't like running. He's a bit like Hinsey.
Goes towards square leg this time. Has been one wonderful innings. Brilliant to watch. Played with a lot of common sense. Now that he's getting tired, he's just hitting the boundaries.
Well, he's peppering the boards with 4s and 6s. Strong man. Very quick on his feet. Likes to come down the pitch, but once he stays back, gets his hands through the ball. The scoring rates. And 130 at nearly a run a ball.
It's a wonderful strike rate, 98.4. If Nepal is to finish their overs before 12 o'clock, just about there now, and then they'll have to bat again. It's touch and go. 3 more deliveries, more to be bowled. Once again, tremendous timing and force.
He's also got an excellent cricket bat. As he comes down the pitch again, the sweet sound of the ball in the middle of the bat. Amir Sohail and myself talked that it wasn't beyond the realms of possibility that Hong Kong would score 100 in the last 10. They've done that. 152 was the score after 40 overs.
Oh, massive hit, 6. Straight as an arrow, no problem. Rahul Sharma is having an extended net session here.
And he's still smiling, as you think he is. The bowlers are suffering. Nepal have tried hard, but they've not been able to stop. There's another one. He's hitting them further and further. He's loose.
very loose. Strike rate now 104.4, 140 not out.
No!
Last ball of the innings. Well, it was supposed to be. It's a no ball, so we'll have to re-bowl it, and it'll go away to the boundary. This is breathtaking stuff from Rahul Sharma.
Well, Nepal still suffer at the hands of Sharma. Mid-wicket, extra cover, over the top. The one thing that you don't want to do is bowl a no-ball, the last delivery of the game.
No!
And he's just that. He needs a 6 to go to 150. Don't bet against it.
Full toss, and just pick up a run of the last delivery. Tremendous effort by Hong Kong. 268 for 3 they end up with after just a little rickety start where they lost 2 wickets. But what an innings from Rahul Sharma. In total command, started off quite nicely. Got the impetus in the innings when it was required. And Hong Kong and his teammates are extremely happy with his effort. Will turn out to be a match-winning innings.
I'm sure it will be. What an effort. Both openers gone cheaply. It's paved the way for that wonderful innings from Rahul Sharma. Well appreciated around the ground. Generous applause from his teammates. The general. He's almost a king at this time. Last 10 overs, 116 runs. Last 3 overs, 57 runs. A great effort from Hong Kong. Formidable total, 268 for 3.
Well, this is the batting card here. Nepal got rid of Salim Malik early through a run out for 3. Was the batsman in form. Manoj perished early as well to a lovely delivery by Mahbub. Then a very good partnership between Sharma and Stuart Brew. Got things in place, in order. And that was crucial as far as Hong Kong was concerned, because they needed a partnership at that stage. And then the impetus. The brilliant batting by Rahul Sharma. 145 not out of just 136 deliveries. Really paved the way for the Hong Kong team. Well, the bowlers generally struggled. Raju had a good opening burst, but suffered at the end. Mahbub Alam, the left armer, not really utilised for his full quota of 10 overs, which is just a little surprising, because he did really well. Picked up a wicket as well. The rest really struggled. The spinners were put to sword by Rahul Sharma's blade. So it's going to be a tough ask as far as Nepal is concerned, because they'll need 269 more runs to win from 50 overs at a very demanding runs per over rate of 5.38. We're having lunch now here in Sharjah. We'll be back with you.